Josh was the typical little boy, liked to play outdoors and stuff. He'd come in and do a little bit. He wouldn't do a whole lot. That was something that him and his grandma Vicky had that they would do together. We didn't push the drawing. And then he went into 7th grade and took art class in 7th grade at school and did art in 8th grade. We took art in 9th grade, and then we had to lay out our sophomore year, and then picked art back up this year and was able to use Miss Steele's knowledge to help further his abilities in art, and he's come a long way.
His artwork's absolutely gorgeous, and his favorite subject is animals, and his attention to detail and value, the darks and the lights just really make his artwork come to life and appear 3D. And it's inspirational also knowing that the only art instruction he's had is Art 1 and Art 2 in high school.
The detail that he can put into the animals is very realistic. It's kind of like, I guess, what he's reminded of whenever he goes out into the woods, whenever he's hunting with Dad, or whenever he's out in the woods just sitting there listening to nature, not necessarily even hunting. He sees the little minute details that a regular person like myself may not notice.
Well, I've seen his artwork, and it's outstanding. As a coach, he knows his stuff, specifically football. He understands the game. He understands what's supposed to happen, who's supposed to do what. And I'm an offensive guy, and so he's right there with us. He understands the schemes, the philosophies.
Though Joshua has limited mobility in his arm span, he's just found the process of working in just small areas at a time, and producing large artworks that way. His artwork of his goat named Bonnie was a 16 by 20, and that artwork went to state base. So he earned a medal at the district level, and then went to the state base competition. Josh's inspiration comes from his atmosphere, the animals that he's around. He's done commissions for people of their pets. He's also auctioned off artwork for charities like cancer care.
Josh is a big hunter, and him and his daddy hunt from his wheelchair, and they've got a stand set up and everything. And so we were introduced to the Buckmasters chapter out of Brownwood. So Josh wrote thank you cards to all of the people, his guide, the owner of the ranch, the members of Buckmasters, and then we gave them copies of their deer picture that he had drawn. He's like, well, what I'd like to do is auction that picture off at the banquet whenever we present him with his mount, so that way it helps give back. And we're at the banquet, and they're like, okay, Josh, well, how much would you like to get for this drawing? And Josh goes, $5,000. And I was like, they started the auction, and Josh is sitting up there at the front, and everybody's just looking and watching the picture and looking at Josh and everything. And that auctioneer is going, and I'm just sitting there going, oh my gosh. He started it at $5,000. It was $5,000. Then it was $6,000. Then it was $7,000. And I was going, holy cow. By the time it stopped, they stopped at $20,000. And the auctioneer was like, excuse me, I got to take a minute. And he turned around and kind of wiped his eyes, and he's like, in all my years of doing this, I have never had such an inspirational thing as this.
He told me he wants to be a sports broadcaster, but he's also looked at coaching. And so that was a neat thing to know that he has the capability to do those things, and he's got the knowledge for it. He is a very wise young man.
He's just loved by all his peers. I've never seen him without a smile on his face. He has the best attitude. He gets up every morning thinking, how am I going to make other people's day great? He loves interacting with other people. He's just so inspirational, motivational. I know he's also very active on the football team. He's an assistant coach, and he's just their big motivator.
He's embraced by everybody, and he takes that in a leadership role too. When Josh decides what he's going to do, he gets it done. He doesn't let anything hold him back. I mean, look at his life. He's been given some big obstacles, but he's overcome them. Josh, you've done a great job. I'm proud of you. This award you're about to receive is very deserving. You've earned it. I'm blessed to be around you, and I know everybody that you're around is extremely blessed. Thank you for letting me be a part, and congratulations, bud. Love you.
Josh, we're very proud of the young man that you've become. You're so giving with your talents, whether it is through your public speaking or your art or just you being you. Keep up the great work. Continue to be a blessing and an inspiration to others. And we look forward to seeing the great things that you will accomplish in your future. We love you.
Hi everyone, I'm Castle Smouse and I'm a volunteer with Art Spark Texas. Today I'm presenting the 2020 Spark Award to Joshua Pflueger for his accomplishments in visual arts. Josh, on behalf of the Art Spark Texas Board of Directors and staff, I would like to congratulate you on this accomplishment.
Thank you. First off, I'd like to say I'm overwhelmed by the honor of being the Art Spark Award winner. I'd like to thank Joshua High School for giving me the opportunity to be in the art class with Miss Tamara Steele and having the opportunity to put my piece, Baby Bonnie, in the vase contest. I'd also like to thank my parents and my sisters and everybody in my family for giving me the determination to get done with the projects that I've been able to get done with. I'm glad for the opportunities that have been granted to me, and I appreciate everything that everyone in my community has done for me. Thank you.